Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Fortified Zone again for the Game Boy, also known as Ikari no Yusai, which was also the Japanese name for Operation Logic Bomb. Had to think about the game name for that game for a second, for the Super Nintendo. There is a sequel. I'd like to play it sometime. This game, not Operation Logic Bomb, but I would like to play it nonetheless. In the second video, the last video, we played through the field, and now we are in a cave. And here's where things pick up just a little bit. First off, these guys will shoot at us, but not a whole lot. And we still have only 2 bullets on screen at any given time as opposed to 5 because we still have the flamethrower. Yeah, some weapons will do that to us, and it took me a while to realize why that was happening, hence why I didn't say anything in the last video. So, there's this weird little machine in the upper left-hand corner, and we see it again when we go south. If we shoot this thing down, we can either open a door or turn on a light switch in case the room is dark. In case you're in a dark room, you will have to feel your way across. Also, if you see a wall with a little patch where there should be a shadow, you can walk through it, or you can shoot it down to make it easier to remember where you've been. Either or. And it's a good thing we went in this direction because we can blow this little machine up and open that door over there. We will have to find a way to get to that door. Also, walls do not stay destroyed. Oh well. Let's make our way through here, destroy this, and go in here. We have some bats. The bats will fly around. They also dropped the Vulcan gun, which is a little machine gun that you can fire in short spurts. You fire 3 bullets in quick succession, and they can do more damage than just one of your regular ones. And let's see what happens if we go in here. What happens if we destroy this guy and make our way to the west here? Well, we can take this thing on and get a key. The little one-eye creature that we just shot down just moves back and forth and has a 3-way shot, but we were able to take care of it in record time because, well, it's pretty slow. And we need to shoot this wall down before it hits us. That wall does move. And this is a key door. Let's go through. This thing will shoot rockets at us if we are lined up with it. The rocket can track us, but it doesn't go very far before it explodes. And we unlock some stairs. And we have a first floor and a second floor. We're going to be spending some time on the second floor now. So that thing there in the lower right-hand corner, that thing reverses your controls. So up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. If you shoot it down, your controls will revert back to normal. You want to take these things down when you see them. Now to stay a little bit to the side here so we can take out these turrets. We won't be going through here again. Now, there are 3 paths, left, middle, and right. We need to take the one on the left first, because that will allow us to take care of some stuff right away. All we have to do is to follow the path, and we should be able to find something that we need to destroy. It's this machine right here. We've turned on the lights, and we've noticed that there is a pit right there in the middle of the floor, and if we walk into it, we will drop back down to the first floor. We don't want to do that. Instead, I want to get away from this thing. Not get shot by that. I say as I get shot by that. And then make our way to the east. You want to be very careful. Especially... Ah! That thing does hurt you. Awful. It does give you a 3-way shot, And it does bring your controls back to normal. You also don't want to drop into the black parts here, as they will take you back down to floor 1. So you'll need to be very careful on that little area, which does remind me of the Ice Palace in Link to the Past, by the way. I never mentioned that the first time I played through the game. I might as well mention it now, and holy cow, things are shooting at me. And as much as I would like to do that, much as I would like to go into that room at first, I do want to go back a little bit. We're going to go through here, and we're going to go through the center path. We need to shoot that thing down immediately, too. Don't even bother taking the path to the right. Actually, we're better off taking the path to the right. Even though it probably won't lead to much. No, it won't. I was right. Don't take this path because it just takes you to a dead end. Also, as long as you stand here, the spikes can't hurt you. Now, what was I thinking of? Right. The path to the left. I need to find a way to get back over there. Because if I do that, yeah, I'm going to be able to make my way back to the path that I do want to take. And probably find something that I would like to get my hands on. So, let's go through here. Let's take the path leading back to that machine that we destroyed to turn the lights on in that room with the pit. That whole path we're seeing on the other side, we will see that later. I want to go down here. I think. No, it's not that. Okay, never mind then. This is what I was seeing on the map. Like, you have a good way of knowing where you are. It's just the game doesn't exactly tell you. Also, I want to see these spikes rise up before I pass by. Alright. I got confused there. Yeah, I should have just went straight for the key door. But that's alright. I wanted to make sure that I found everything on the map before I did that. Don't want to leave any stone unturned in this game. As simple as it can be in some ways, and a little complex and a little difficult in others. Anyway, let's go through this key door, and that was fast. Yeah, you just want to be ready to turn right and take that guy down as soon as you see him. And we'll go up to these stairs where we go back to the first floor. Now these things just move back and forth. Nothing too difficult about those little crab enemies. Now these blobs will shoot at our current position. I haven't mentioned them, but that's exactly what they do. And we will have to take care of that bat. But we also need to take care of going through the spikes carefully. And I do want to take care of that bat. That bat does have a 4-way shot, and it can be mighty nasty. There's also a fake wall here. Guess what it takes us to? Well, a fake wall, but I don't want to go there yet. I believe that takes us to the exit. I want to go over here. That's probably... Really? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go through there after all. I am thinking of another part of this level. I'm thinking a little further ahead. Let's just go through this wall anyway and take out the bat. And then we need to shoot down this wall here in the center. So that way we can make our way to the boxes that we saw earlier. We're going to blow these up. We're going to get a life up for Masato. And we're going to get another one for Mizumi, even though I rarely play as her and only use her to jump over spike pits. It's still wise to power her up in case you don't have any, well, in case you don't have any first aid kits and you need to find one, you still get to play as the other character. And it's wise to have Mizumi powered up, even though she can't shoot as much, and she can not use secondary weapons at all. I thought she could use the grenades, but nope, she can't. And she still moves faster, and she can jump over spike pits, so there is that. Anyway, let's jump over. What am I saying jump over? Let's take out these bats. And then carefully take out the turrets. And get the first aid kits that are left behind. Now we have another one of these guys. Let's make sure we're lined up with them. Get our shots in while he's firing the rocket at us. And we have a flamethrower again. Not that I'm going to use it. And now we have another spike pit to get past. And this is what I was thinking of. This area right here. This area leads to a conveyor belt, which I do want to get on and get that for. Alright. Switch to Mizumi. And get the life up for her. Now we are at max health for both characters. Also, jumping on the conveyor belts makes it that you don't have to deal with the push of the conveyor belts for a time. I didn't really talk about the conveyor belts the first time I saw them, but they're pretty easy to figure out. You can definitely tell which direction they're moving just by looking at the little wavy lines, and that is pretty cool looking for the Game Boy. Don't move north or south on these conveyor belts unless you absolutely have to, because these things can push you in any direction pretty quickly. And now we're going to go back to playing as Misato, wait for the spike to pass, and then we got this. I probably should. Ow. Well, I would like to use her. She does move a little faster. And yeah, there's not much else to do here, so let's take on 3 of these things. Thankfully, they just have regular bullets. And the bullets don't travel that far. Unlike ours. Not the best enemies. Also, speaking of the enemies, we have no more human enemies here. It's all robotic type enemies that we have to deal with from here on in. Also, these little crab type enemies, they're just gonna shoot at us the moment we're lined up with them. Thankfully, they're easily destructible. And we have you again. And I need you to die. So much for not using the flamethrower. Well, at least we don't have to deal with those enemies here ever again. Though, I think one of them will give us a grenade if we are lucky. Anyway, it's time to go up these stairs. I'm still getting shot at. Not fun. Thankfully, I have plenty of first aid kits. And by going through here, we can heal up, which is a good thing. I know one of the enemies that you'll see here gives you grenades, but I wasn't lucky enough to get to them. Anyway, let's go on and take on the boss. We need to get away from this thing. Move to the side a little bit. We should have moved more to the side to avoid getting hit by that fireball, but I can still shoot this guy. No big deal. Yeah, we're just going to stay to the side here so that way you don't get shot. And once this thing moves its head back and forth, it's going to move to the south side of the room. And you want to stay away from it. And then you want to line yourself up with the head. And then get as many shots in as you can. Yeah, when it teleports like that, when the after image catches up with the actual dragon, that's when the dragon will make a move. Also, you can shoot the after image, which is actually pretty cool. So you can get your shots in that way. All in all, not that hard of a boss. And she just moves to the side and then just moves back and forth. And just like that, you can easily take out the dragon. Stage 3 is cleared. And Stage 4, Fortress. This is the 4th and final stage of the game. We beat this stage, we beat the game. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time for the finale of our replay of Fortified Zone for the Game Boy. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!